history, a guardian where each worker may bloom, secure some one cause, talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Good evening. I'm Steve Jobs from Apple Computer. We're very glad to be here tonight. 1983. Apple and IBM emerge as the industry's strongest competitors, each selling approximately $1 billion worth of personal computers in 1983. It is now 1984. It appears IBM wants it all. Apple is perceived to be the only hope to offer IBM a run for its money. Dealers now fear an IBM-dominated and controlled future. They are increasingly turning back to Apple as the only force that can ensure their future freedom. IBM wants it all and is aiming its guns on its last obstacle to industry control, Apple. Will Big Blue dominate the entire computer industry? The entire information age? Was George Orwell right? There have only been 2 milestone products in our industry to date. The first was Apple II in 1977. The second was the IBM PC in 1981. Let's be fair. What we need now is the third industry milestone product, and that's what Macintosh is all about. And we're introducing it at a mainstream price point, as most of you know, at $2,495. We'd like to let Macintosh speak for itself.
Hello, I'm Macintosh. It sure is great to get out of that bag.
Good morning. Thank you for coming. We're going to make some history together today. We've got the iPod, best music player in the world. This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years. Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. Apple's been very fortunate. It's been able to introduce a few of these into the world. We introduced the Macintosh. It changed the whole computer industry. We introduced the first iPod. It changed the entire music industry. 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. 3 things. These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device, and we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And here it is. Now, let me talk about a category of things. The most advanced phones are called smartphones, so they say. And they typically combine a phone plus some email capability, plus they say it's the internet, sort of the baby internet. These plastic little keyboards on them. The problem is they're not so smart and they're not so easy to use. Phones, regular cell phones are kind of right there. They're not so smart and they're, not so easy to use. But smartphones are definitely a little smarter, but they actually are harder to use. They're really complicated. Well, we don't want to do either one of these things. What we want to do is make a leapfrog product that is way smarter than any mobile device has ever been and super easy to use. This is what iPhone is, okay? With a revolutionary user interface. Now, why do we need a revolutionary user interface? I mean, here's 4 smartphones, right? The problem with them is really sort of in the bottom 40 there. They all have these keyboards that are there whether you need them or not to be there. What we're going to do is get rid of all these buttons and just make a giant screen. A giant screen. Now, carry around a mouse, right? So what are we going to do? Oh, a stylus, right? We're going to use a stylus. No. Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away, and you lose them. Yuck. We're going to use the best pointing device in the world. We're going to use a pointing device that we're all born with. We're born with 10 of them. We're going to use our fingers. We're going to touch this with our fingers. And we have invented a new technology called multi-touch, which is phenomenal. It works like magic. It ignores unintended touches. It's super smart. You can do multi-finger gestures on it, and boy, have we patented it. It's got a 3.5-inch screen on it. It's really big. And on the front, there's only one button down there. We call it the home button. It takes you home from wherever you are. And that's it. Let's take a look at the side. It's really thin. It's thinner than any smartphone out there at 11.6 millimeters, thinner than the up. I'm going to go ahead and just push the sleep-wake button. And there we go, right there. And to unlock the phone, I just take my finger and slide it across.